There was a time when Jennifer Lawrence was everywhere, owning the box office, charming talk shows, and famously eating it on the Oscars stairs with more grace than most of us walk normally. She was not just a star, she was a full-blown cultural event. Then sometime around 2019, she pulled the ultimate Hollywood plot twist. She dipped. No blockbusters, no scandalous red carpet moments, not even a rogue paparazzi pic with a coffee cup. Fans were left wondering, wait, did J-Law ghost us? Not quite. She did not disappear, she hit pause. After a wild decade of fame, she chose to step back, catch her breath, and reassess. And what came next? A reinvention story even better than Katniss in the arena minus the fireballs. From indie darling to global icon, Jennifer Lawrence burst into public consciousness with 2010's Winter's Bone, a gritty indie film that earned her an Academy Award nomination at just 20 years old. But this was no overnight success. Born in Louisville, Kentucky, Lawrence worked her way up through bit parts and teen sitcoms before becoming the face of young Hollywood. From 2011 onward, her rise was meteoric. As Mystique in X-Men, First Class and Katniss Everdeen in The Hunger Games, she combined toughness with vulnerability in a way that captivated audiences. By 2013, she had won her first Oscar for Silver Linings Playbook and proved she could do serious drama, action, and comedy. It seemed like there was nothing she could not do. She was witty in interviews, irreverent on talk shows, and refreshingly authentic in a sea of Hollywood polish. Jennifer was not just a movie star, she was our movie star. The cost of fame. As much as Jennifer Lawrence loved acting, the pressures of nonstop fame began to take a toll. Between 2013 and 2018, she starred in a dizzying number of films: American Hustle, Joy, Passengers, Mother, Red Sparrow, and multiple X-Men installments. While some of these performances were praised, others were met with harsh criticism, especially Mother and Dark Phoenix, which flopped both critically and commercially. She later admitted that this phase of her career was deeply exhausting. In interviews, she revealed she felt overexposed and underwhelmed by the role she was taking on. She confessed, "I felt like everybody had gotten sick of me, and had gotten sick of me." That's the kind of self-awareness you don't often get in showbiz. On top of that, Lawrence was the victim of a horrific nude photo hack in 2014, which she described as a physical crime. It was a traumatic event that further pushed her away from the public eye and amplified her need for privacy. She no longer felt in control of her own image, and that lack of agency shook her confidence in the industry. A break for sanity and significance. By 2019, Lawrence quietly withdrew from acting. This wasn't a dramatic exit or a scandalous retreat. Instead, it was a strategic pause, a chance to recover her mental health, reassess her goals, and pursue a life outside of Hollywood's glare. She got married to Cook Maroney, a New York-based art dealer, in a low-key ceremony, and began building a family. In February 2022, Lawrence gave birth to her first child. In March 2025, she welcomed a second. Motherhood became a cornerstone of this new phase of her life, and in interviews, she's spoken candidly about the challenges and joys of raising kids while balancing a creative career. She also took this time to expand her role behind the camera. In 2018, she launched her production company, Excellent Cadaver, which focuses on female-driven narratives and socially relevant stories. This marked a turning point. No longer just an actor for hire, she became a creative force with the power to choose projects that mattered to her. Don't Look Up and A New Direction. In 2021, Lawrence made her return to the screen in Adam McKay's satirical disaster film Don't Look Up, starring alongside Leonardo DiCaprio and Meryl Streep. The film, released on Netflix, became one of the most watched in the platform's history, garnering over 150 million hours viewed in its first week. While the film itself received mixed reviews, Lawrence's performance as an anxious scientist trying to warn the world of impending doom was widely praised. It was a statement. She was not just back, she was still compelling, funny, and relevant. But unlike before, she was not chasing fame. She was choosing substance over spectacle. Returning to her indie roots. In 2022, Lawrence took an even more personal approach with Causeway, a quiet character study about a soldier struggling to reintegrate into civilian life after suffering a brain injury. Directed by Lila Neugebauer and co-produced by Lawrence's own company, the film premiered on Apple TV Plus and received critical acclaim. This was not blockbuster Jennifer. This was Winter's Bone Jennifer. Grounded, raw, deep. It reminded audiences, and perhaps Lawrence herself, of why she fell in love with acting in the first place. Bringing the funny back, no hard feelings. In 2023, she surprised audiences again with No Hard Feelings, a raunchy comedy in which she plays a woman hired by helicopter parents to date their socially awkward son. Equal parts ridiculous and oddly touching, the film showcased her comedic timing and willingness to take creative risks. It was not just a box office hit, it was a signal. Lawrence could still dominate the mainstream without compromising her artistic integrity. And she was having fun doing it. Die, My Love, and a Career Reborn. In May 2025, Lawrence premiered her most ambitious work yet at the Cannes Film Festival. Die, My Love, directed by Lina Ramsey. Based on the acclaimed novel by Ariana Harwicks, the psychological drama stunned critics and earned a 6-minute standing ovation. The film was later acquired by streaming platform Mubi for a record-setting $24 million. This was not just another comeback, it was a full-blown redefinition. Critics called her performance mesmerizing and career-defining. Lawrence, once typecast as a franchise hero or quirky love interest, had now solidified her place as one of the most versatile and fearless actors of her generation. The real reasons behind her disappearance. So why did Jennifer Lawrence disappear from Hollywood? The answer is refreshingly human. She was burnt out, overwhelmed, and craving a life beyond the red carpet. She wanted to start a family, explore new creative avenues, and heal from the trauma of invasive media scrutiny. She no longer felt the need to say yes to every role or live under the microscope of public approval. Instead, she used her time away to grow not just as an artist, but as a person. And now she's back, not to reclaim fame, but to shape the industry on her own terms. Hollywood missed her and needed her. Her absence was deeply felt. In a 2024 interview, actor and director Sean Penn called her the last true movie star, noting that in an era dominated by streaming content and TikTok virality, Lawrence represented something real and magnetic. Her disappearance made us realize what Hollywood has been missing: authenticity, star power, and serious acting chops wrapped in the most relatable personality imaginable. She brought vulnerability to strength, humor to hardship, and grace to chaos. Her return is not just welcome, it's necessary. What comes next for J-Law? With Die, My Love set for a wide release in November 2025, Lawrence is once again in the Oscar conversation. But even if she does not walk away with more hardware, her impact is undeniable. She's shown that stepping back doesn't mean falling off, it means taking control. Through her production company, she's also expected to shepherd new projects that elevate marginalized voices and female filmmakers. Whether it's another indie gem or a big-screen comeback, one thing is certain: Jennifer Lawrence is calling the shots now. And that's the untold truth behind Jennifer Lawrence's Hollywood disappearing act mystery solve. If you love this deep dive, smash that like button like J-Law tripping up the Oscar stairs. Subscribe for more celebrity secrets, comebacks, and behind-the-scenes drama you won't find on TMZ. Drop a comment below what's your favorite J-Law moment. And remember, in Hollywood, even stars need a break, but we'll always keep watching the skies.